let's address the much debated question, which is how to successfully privatize state-owned enterprises. Globally, SOEs have generally underperformed, struggling to generate profits or pay dividends despite attempted reforms. In the past, privatization was the go-to option for commercial SOEs, but following the 2008 financial crisis, mixed ownership arrangements have gained prominence, especially for larger and complex SOEs. Privatization is seen as one of the solutions to enhance efficiency, reduce political interference, promote financial discipline, and free up public resources for investment in other sectors of the economy. Why do governments privatize SOEs? Governments adopt privatization to address high costs and poor performance of state-owned enterprises. Some of the factors contributing to poor performance include management's lack of incentive, unlevel playing fields with the private sector shielding SOEs from competition, political interference, and using SOEs as tools for various other purposes and not as efficient service providers. Privatization aims to improve SOE efficiency, reduce financial burdens, encourage private sector investment, generate state revenue, reduce administrative burdens, and promote wider ownership. Which SOEs are easier to privatize? Privatizing SOEs in competitive sectors such as manufacturing, hospitality, and retail is relatively easier and more likely to yield economic benefits through domestic and international competition and reforms like trade and market liberalization. However, privatizing SOEs in regulated or monopolistic sectors has more challenges. While sectors like telecommunications have been successfully privatized with proper regulatory frameworks, others like power transmission and water have been quite challenging. What are the common implementation issues? SOEs often need restructuring before being sold, which can involve legal changes, new management, government support, and labor force adjustments. Small SOEs may require less restructuring and can be sold without major changes. It is also difficult to determine the correct value of SOEs because the assessment they use may not match the actual prices in the market. This becomes more complicated when there is not enough financial information available. Lastly, overcoming financing challenges can be difficult, especially when there are weak financial systems or when privatization is rushed during a crisis. Concerns about foreign ownership can further complicate the process. What are the critical areas of privatization that must be managed properly? Creating a legal and institutional framework is essential. Additionally, the sequencing of privatization is important. Whether a country privatizes its small and medium SOEs first, which are easier, or large SOEs, which are more complex. But transparency and integrity of the privatization process should not be compromised for speed. Along with privatization, reforms such as encouraging fair competition and the development of sound regulatory frameworks should be implemented. In addition, improvements in corporate governance needs to be ensured, and not to forget about ensuring transparency and political commitment, for instance, through clearly defined competitive bidding procedures. On that note, it is crucial to drive the 4 key elements that cement the success of SOE privatization, such as strengthening country preparedness, building institutional capacity, tackling corruption, and addressing the complexity. For more content like this, follow Advocata Institute on all our social media platforms.
If you are interested in seeing more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Advocata on all social media platforms to never miss out on our latest content. Consider supporting Advocata by becoming an individual subscriber. Gain access to our weekday media monitoring of economic news, exclusive Advocata events, and more. To learn more, visit us at support.advocata.org.